What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my live stream, guys. Today, guys, we're gonna do some Farmer Simulator modding, guys. So this is my truck. Modded toolbox here. That's not mine, but this is, or Lance, but mine too. What it now is. So only thing that I did right now is the new color, eye color. I also added a light, but I need to fix this, so I need to move that back. I need to figure out what I need to add a diamond plate for the toolbar, but it says so, but right now. And otherwise, everything's good. So we are gonna modern camper too, but right now, we're not working on the mack zipper for now. So yeah, let me show you the blender right now. We got the tool bunch. Everything else is good for now, but right now I want to create a thing. So for now, let me save this. Save as. Here gonna be said super liner. So let me make this in full screen. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Now I should see everything now. So right now, let me open up here. Create new folder or new tab. Oh,
Where's Fiona? Is she up there in your bedroom, Haley? Fiona, get your ass down here. Let one of them pissing.
So right now, open up this thing right here.
Nothing. Oh, I thought you called my name. I did, but I got her down here.
I quit. I want to see something. Here I can take out locals.
Why is the house so cold? It's not cold.
It's warm.
Cold, Carter?
No, it's warm. My PC even overheated. Because it's high in here. Oh, hold on. Laser liveries. This thing right here, okay. Here I need to see the size. It is 2048 and 1024. Okay. So here 2048 is for weight. Okay. 2048. What's up? 10 1024. Okay. There we go. Thank you. We can now leave. So for this, guys, we can delete that. But here, I'm gonna go to. Oh, that's 19. I don't need 19. That 22 right here. Boom, boom. Data. Share. Wait, is it? No. Store. Brand. So which one I need is here somewhere. We might can do Mac. So I'm gonna open up Mac. This one. Volvo. For a future update, guys, I'm gonna add a Kubota, some John Deere stuff for that. Wait, I might gonna add a John Deere in Kubota. Kubota and John Deere. So that which I need. But here, save as. So I'm gonna go here, gonna find my 1 terabyte. Right here, gonna type store. And here, PNG. Same there here. PNG. So now Volvo time. Now which one, guys? Mac or this Mac? But right now we're here. Let's go here. Alright, guys, I'm probably just gonna add 2 of them. And both of them can be option. So mod. Oh, what I doing, guys? Hold on. Is on Penciler making a brand thing. Right here, I'm gonna go to mod, mack pack texture. So here, gonna see brand underscore decals. So we got the laser, Volvo, Kubota, Mack 2, and John Deere. So now let's go back to Blender. So here, so here, we go here. Let's add a new one. So there's gonna be, let's say there's gonna be John Deere. Mats. So here, we're gonna look like that. But we don't want to look like that. So, oh, no, not here, but we're gonna be underneath UV A. So if we unwrap it, it's gonna look like that. So I said this John Deere, so it's gonna be John Deere.
No. Look at those little huskies. Yeah, Fiona just don't make noise when she takes a bath. She just doesn't like it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get in my shower. Carter, will you turn the heater on? said that I can have heat.
Yeah, hold on. And John Deere mats.
Oh.
Texture, imaging.
That's just a cute. Silly child. Hey Carter, throw that in the trash can.
Hold on.
Come on, Carter.
I'm working on about to do it. Why there's no one turn? Here we go. Finally. Alright.
Put that boot back. Can you put that boot back out here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about this. This not working right. There we go. Now I can shift the. There we go. So for this guys, we're gonna I-30. So for here, mods, mack pack, texture, decals. So for that, now we can open up my mod. So for here, oh wait, I didn't ask for it, guys. No, I did. So for that, there we go. But now we should to be open here. Now we'll open that here, mod, mack pack, textures. All should be show. It should show that John Deere decal. It did. Or that side did. I don't know about this side. And it did too. So all I should see, John Deere. There we go. John Deere. So this just a dealer brand. That's gonna be underneath the configuration. So guys, I'll be right back. So yeah, I'll be right back. So also we're gonna watch some 82 Studio, guys. 82 Studio should be live button now, but I'm just gonna be right back. Put the fridge up for you. Also, I got the heater on for you. Yeah. Alright. Uh-huh. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry guys, my knee is We need we need to script this in game. So for that, how to do that? So we need close all this out here. Go here. This I'm gonna name this zipper liner series S. Series S. Okay. So for here, we also gonna go to uh-huh. So for here,
Oh shit.
so for this, guys, for this, we're gonna rename this, but here gonna say that's gonna be stock. So yeah, right here, perfect. So for here,
Oh, you never did grab that thing and do it room for us. Oh well.
oh sorry.
That jacket. You must have over the map.
So gonna be the John Deere. Right here, I 3D mapping. So here, configuration, dealer brand, and gonna see it's a John Deere. Game. Let's see this in game. If it works in game, guys, we're gonna watch some 82's video. So yeah, guys, this is this zipper liner is Series S, but it's called Mack Zipper Liner Pack. But the pack is gonna have a like tanker, like limited, like this nice looking tanker, in-game tanker, but edited one. Gonna have animal transport trailers, only transport cows, only cow. So yeah, right now we just ran this for them. Camper is gonna be 2019 model. Other one is in testing right now, but I need to show you that. Well, let me show you. He's in testing. No, he's sent back. Testing 0 days, 34 feet. And it should be this is 2024 version, I think. So yeah, it's sent back already.
Oh, where's that band-aid at? I just need one for now. Is that the only two that was in there?
No, there's no more. I give you the last one, but then I then I'll find what some of them and that came with the car. Mack Super Liner Pack. So Super Liner Series S. Huh. Oh, I messed up something, guys.
You can turn that heater off.
Alright, it's getting hot. Wonder why it's not working. GS. No. GS with the BOS. Huh. Okay. So standard. Yes, they can change color, guys. So standard, design 1, design 2, design 3, design 4. So they ain't gonna get a dealer. John Deere. So yeah. And you're gonna say whatever else, another brand. So yeah. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try to find a W900 and add that sound. There we go. Okay. Look, or some 82 Studio. So do right. So I'm gonna get 82 Studio show up.
I'm gonna try to put the UV editor. The UV editor don't want to. Oh, it's not getting stacked. I've been having this issue like long time already. Doesn't want to get stacked. Okay, whatever. So you won't see it. Haha. Now.
There's medication for performance issues.
Shut up. So, for you have performance issues. Okay, again we will.
Actually, hold on.
What?
I'm gonna stick up for Venom for one.
What?
And I know everybody's about to have a heart attack. But one of your Padawans needed assistance with editing mods, but you were not available, so all your other Padawans jumped in and took your place and did a fantabulous job at assisting first the other Padawan.
And why is that wrong?
Because late you was.
Absent you was.
Yeah, Alex, I know. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely know that I was not there.
Just for that, I edited one of your mods.
Oh, you broke your own rule.
You broke your rule.
I don't break my rules.
At least
You said we will have Padawan tomorrow night.
Yes, exactly. And my boss decided to throw me on a call for more than 2 hours.
Well, then you don't say, hey, I will be there tomorrow night. I will try to be there tomorrow night, and then we won't expect you to be there.
Yeah, that's
When
what
you say,
I...
I will be there, we expect you to, well, be there.
Yeah, I know.
Alex, I'm so proud of you.
And you were not there for me. We feel all left alone.
I was not there for you. I was not there. I was there for nobody because there was no panel. So...
Although we were here, just
So I guess we're just regular members then.
No, shut up.
That's it. I'm dropping my
Yep.
monthly donation down.
Yep. Me too.
I'm going to supporter.
Yep.
There's no supporter anymore. So, just adding a couple of more soft details right there. And Victor is going to bed. Sweet dreams. Have a nice one. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Hold on, I gotta know, David. Faber, why are you proud of me?
You added David's mods. I'm sure it's got better.
No, I just added it to carry different product.
There you go.
See? Gets better. And Alex, I have to correct you. In
No,
19 you also added a mod, the tanker.
Yeah, but that was at the end. Or what? No. What? Whatever.
No,
Shut
it
up. Faber.
Shut up, time on the butt.
I did come up with a very good name for it, but Alex wouldn't use it.
Uh-huh. So,
Yeah, the X52 enclosed midget, or
shut up! What? Jesus.
It was the X52 enclosed Mexican, and he wouldn't put it like that.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Alright, guys, ready? Now let's go. Let's do one more decals for this other thing. First. Okay. So other one I'm gonna say, let me go back. Rename. So here you're gonna say Mac. Oh no. Kubota. No, Kubota. 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 Mats. Okay. There we go, guys. We got the Kubota one. This one I'm gonna say Kubota. This is on your map. Oh. Come on. No, I don't care right now. I got the toolbox anyways. So the update gonna have a Kubota Mac where the decals. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna add a Kubota maybe. This toolbox right here, guys, is gonna be color. Gonna be option maybe. So the rest of it is good here. So now, right here, let me open up my camper mod. No, by the way, I need to rename that to 22. By the way, this is error free, but I just need to fix the window. There we go, this goes to new silver, John Deere, glass. John Deere Nitro. Yep. Scarlet red. Alright, we'll make this glass. So, here. So there's gonna be the glass. Blaze orange.
No.
Probably gonna make the blaze orange salsa glass, but I'm not sure. Nitro blue and Kubota. So yeah. Wait, I need to make fix a Kubota thing by download a Kubota pack. Or just pick any random one. Oh, no. O2. Base material. Kubota. Here we go. Then here. And for here, not there. But for here, that's a Kubota. Boom. So here, material system. Boom. Now we got some. We should have color configuration for my Mac. So yeah. So now load in. So the Kubota cooler should be fixed. If so, perfect. Then I can test it out in a camper because I fixed that too. Mm. My water should be here. Yep. Yes, that's it in. Yep, here it is. So I got new silver, John Deere glass. Look at that. John Deere nitro, skirt red gloss, skirt red, blaze orange, nitro blue, Kubota gloss, Kubota, white, red, and regular biscuit. Then you just have regular John Deere. Alright, for the camper. You should have regular Kubota, yep. And you should have no errors on the camper, yep, there is no. Alright, guys. So for the future update, there should be for the future update, guys. This right here, there, dissolves. We're gonna have a new metal design for the update. The truck is almost all done. All I just need to do is just add a new sound. So add a new sound, and then yeah, new sound and what? New sound and a tanker with the pack for this 2019 camper on. So here, modest. So here, 2019 toy hauler. 2019 toy hauler. Okay. For the 2019 toy hauler, it's almost all done. All just need to do is decals and window. So yeah. And the design. But also, I just want to, from already almost done this mod, so I just want to add a window to it, guys. So yeah, I already have a glass bed. But I just want to get on the Liberty County before I end the stream. So I pretty much almost finished this mod. Share. Now here, share. Boom. Now we have a window. And we are going to watch some more 82 Studio, guys. Ugh. I don't know why this taking a while to load, but my internet should be fast enough. I'm trying to tell my day Happy Lunar New Year. You can catch my ghost and undercover car in the garage. It shouldn't be taking a while to load. For some reason it is. Why is it slow? like I said, it shouldn't take that while. So I'm gonna use 127, tiny 127. That is Jeff 5, I don't know. So I'm gonna take out the new car, guys. Right here. There's open none there, but there's only there. AOPR. Wait, how to take that out? But there should be a mark plate. Yep. Okay, good. So here now it should be good. They wouldn't know this is a police car or not. County 127, show me 10A for a call. Library.
Car
What?
Will you put me some popcorn?
I didn't hear you tell me that.
I asked you several times.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. I need some popcorn. Where's my TV popcorn? I got this TV popcorn. Why is this my internet crashed? Sorry guys, I just lose some internet, but right now I'm just waiting for let the game load back in. Hold on, I'm gonna say speed test. Okay, looking good, but not the best. So here I'm gonna do this. What? Oh, 124. Show me 10.8. So it's good. Okay. Is someone knocking at the door? Huh? $124. The first case of 10.8. Huh. You are. You stupid monkey. Okay, he's been lost. He's lost. Stupid ass. Waiting for the light turn green. We're gonna take a look at the new Chinatown. We're all right here. No, 124 dispatch station, you guys can. Shit, I had no gun. Oh, my internet again. Huh? I thought you didn't want popcorn. It told me don't worry about, Is it, no.
Hey, you can
Alright, I'm gonna fix the popcorn. So guys, I'm gonna end this stream. Oh wait, bye. So guys, I'm gonna end this stream right here, guys. So, or not here, but I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put on 82 students before I end the stream. Yeah. Alright, let me pick. Oh, or Haley. Wait, first I'm gonna watch this. Haley, you have to hold the door handle.
I'll try that on there. Yay! You're gonna see me!
I feel like Commander Kirk sitting up here.
Haley, I don't want to do my hair.
Warp speed, warp speed.
It's amazing how fast it is. Like my advanced steam tractor, 6 miles an hour. Oh, wait, hey!
I'm not wanting to do
You know,
it.
it's like crazy. But you need 2 guys to operate.
Yeah.
This, you only need 1 guy.
Welcome to an episode of Jay Leno's Garage. Just doing a little light reading here. This is called Red 4-Wheel Drive Tractors. This is the kind of book you can put it down and not worry that your wife has picked it off and gone off reading it somewhere. It's going to be exactly where you left it. That's the nice thing about it. And it was written by a gentleman who'd been here before, Lee Clatcher. He was here, about 12 years ago with another book he had written. And as I read this book, it had these giant tractors in it. Well, how big are these things? Well, take a look. Let's bring Lee and Mitch Kaiser in here. Come on in, you guys.
My pleasure to meet you, Jay. Marketing manager for Steiger Tractors
Okay.
for Case H.
Very cool, gentlemen. So, all right, I've got a couple of smaller tractors. Well, I got a big advanced steam tractor, but it's 100 and something years older than this one. This is what, a quadra-track? Is that what it's called?
Quad track.
Quad track, okay. Does this come with wheels too, or is this an option you can get this here? Or
You
what?
can get either one. Wheel tractor is specially made for wheels, and the quad track, Jay, is made specifically for tracks. So we designed the tractor from ground up to fit the tracks. The tracks are not an add-on system. You can't switch back and forth from tires or wheels because the traction and the torque is greater than any wheel tractor that you're putting the power through.
Okay, now I don't imagine too many guys taking this to the Grange Hall dance on Saturday. I mean, you could do that with the old track, you know, hey, pull up there. You know. But I mean, this is going to impress the ladies on the farm. Yeah. What, is it for farm? See, I don't even know. This is bigger than most farms, this thing. Is it used on what,
Large high production acre farms, probably from 5,000 acres up, they'll have a quad track to do all the work. And unique thing about it, weighs about 26 tons, but you're only putting 5 psi of ground pressure down on the soil.
Really?
So you reduce the compaction because it has 4 sets of wheels on it, 40 sets of wheels that put the pressure on the soil, and you only get like 1% slip. On an ag wheel tractor, a Steiger, you'll get 5 to 8%
So it's
slip.
only putting 5 pounds of pressure on the
Yes,
ground.
sir.
So if this ran over me, it'd be like 5 pounds on my face. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I don't know why I'm not buying it, but I understand the idea that it's so spread out because of the flatness of the track.
Correct,
That
correct.
it's only 5, but it's not really 5 pounds. So it weighs, I thought you said 26,000 pounds, 26 tons.
It weighs 52,000 pounds.
26 tons.
Yes, sir.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Automatic transmission, manual, what is it?
It's a power shift automatic transmission. You can either put it in automatic mode or you can shift it manually up and down, but you do not have to clutch each time. And the beauty of this transmission is it takes very few parasitics, so we'll put more horsepower to the drawbar to pull the bigger loads through the field. Okay. The other thing that makes this tractor unique is for the environment, because we have them running in Alaska for oil field exploration, also Greenland, and then we run them in the Antarctic to go back and forth for geophysical survey work.
And the nice thing is you can park it anywhere. That's the beauty of it, really. Okay, so obviously, Case built. Who built the engine on this?
The engine's built by Fiat Powertrain, so we're a partnership under CNHI Industrial, and they're our engine supplier.
So it's a little 1 liter Fiat 4-cylinder?
A little bigger than the Fiat 500.
Well, how big a motor?
It's a 12.9 liter engine, 4 valves, and common rail fuel injection, and it's like a 4-square engine, so the stroke is about as wide as up and down, so you get an even balance on the engine.
V8 6-cylinder what?
6-cylinder and a developed 2,169 foot-pounds of torque.
2,100?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, it's all about torque. That's what wins races.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously it's diesel.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. The nice thing is you really can't lose any parts to this because it's all huge.
Correct.
I mean, I feel like I'm in some Gulliver's Travel thing, you know, and like we're little people climbing all over. We couldn't even it doesn't even fit inside. We couldn't even get into the building because my door is only 12 feet tall, and this is like almost 13 feet. Okay, I didn't know how you got it here. I just came to work and it was parked here. Okay, and what does one of these sell for? I can't imagine.
You're looking about $625,000 for purchase one of these. So
well, that's the same as a McLaren.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, if you're buying your vehicles by the pound, I mean, you're saving money here.
Can't go wrong.
None of that carbon fiber crap on this thing. Right. That's right. Oh, man, this is made. Oh, man. Okay.
You're looking at about 700 peak horsepower in the engine.
700. That's what it is.
Yeah, and max out. Yeah.
You can take it on the road, right?
Yes, sir. It's road certified.
And what's top speed with the
25 mile an hour in this one with the track.
Even that's pretty good.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So your dollar per mile per hour is not so good.
No. But the thing that interested me, you said you could do 1,000 acres a day. Well, I mean, I couldn't drive at 60 miles an hour across 1,000 acres in 10 hours. How
It's all about the width of the implement, so we'll pull anything from 60 feet wide up to 100 feet wide through the field.
Of course. So it folds out like an old lock lawnmower. It folds out this way.
Right, yep.
And then whatever it is you're trying to do. Okay.
Pull the width of your building, basically, going through the field. So.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I get that. And your average speed in the field is what?
Anywhere from 8 to 10 is a good speed. Right now, implements are designed to go 10 mile an hour through the field. So you can put in your crop, plant your crop, harvest about 8 to 10 miles.
So the real progress in farming is not the speed at which it goes through, it's really the width of how much you can do.
The width and the horsepower all put together, so and then to what you're saying, it's big, but also to keep it transportable and roadable up and down the highway so you can drive from field to field. Just like this one is one of 50 we built. It's a special edition, and it's going to be delivered to a customer in Turlock, California when we're done with the show.
Okay. Now, just on my tractor's 112 years old, so I'm a little behind the 8 ball here. When did they go to quadra-track rather than, well, the big steel wheels with rubber on them or whatever else they use? When did that change over?
That happened in the 1990s, Jay. They were looking at that time. Tracks were becoming a big thing, and they needed to develop a tracked vehicle. And they had this group of engineers who had come from Steiger, and Steiger knew how to make things with almost no money. That company was founded in the 1950s by a couple of guys and their dad who needed a bigger tractor. They were having the same problem. They couldn't buy a big tractor, so they built one. So that company was built just from low resources, and they get investors and just get enough to keep going. So when the Quadtrac came around, it was right after Steiger had become a part of Case IH, and those engineers needed to develop this track machine. But at that time, the farm economy was tough, selling big equipment was tough, so they had almost no money. They had, the guys, what they remembered was having about $50,000. So they realized that 4 tracks would be better than 2, and they realized they could bolt it right up to their existing machine, not have to build a completely new machine.
And IH is International Harvester?
IH is International Harvester, and they in 1985 were bought by Tenneco, merged with Case, and Case IH became a company, and Steiger about a year later was in trouble, got bought again by Tenneco, and came into the Case IH family. At
And
that
not
time.
much chance of tipping this thing over.
No.
No. Almost impossible.
No. Yeah.
Because you always hear the tractor accidents. People just get lazy and they fall asleep or they fall into the wheel or whatever it might be. You know, that kind of stuff. Does this have seatbelts?
Yes, sir.
So seatbelts as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that mandatory as well?
Yes, it is.
In
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
tractor?
We meet all the DOT requirements to roads, so the glass is tinted to the DOT grade.
okay.
And the seat belts have to be there, the flashing lights, the road running lights are all part
Can
of
you
it.
get through the toll booth? No.
You have to reach down a little bit.
All right. Well, boy,
They're also extraordinarily smooth. That was when those early prototypes, when they tested them, they couldn't believe how smooth it was. It was, compared to wheels, it bounced over everything.
sure.
It was just butter across the field.
And one of the features we put in while we're standing here, Jay, if you look under the cab,
Yeah.
it's got a full cab suspension. So when you're riding, there's 3 inches of travel on that cab separate from the tractor chassis. And what that does is we got 4 big coil springs and shock absorbers on each corner.
Are they air shocks as well?
Hydraulic shock with tie rods and pan bars, so you keep
Right.
that ride smooth and you don't get it bouncing in the field, so you can go that 10, 12 mile an hour through the field without having any fatigue.
And it must get tedious. I mean, I don't imagine there's a cruise control. Not cruise control like a car, but I mean, you'd think you'd maybe fall asleep or something of that. Is there any sort of protection like that if a guy, it just stops, you know what I'm saying?
It'll basically nearly drive itself. So there is protection, but there's also almost complete auto guidance.
So the fireman go, honey, I'm going to plow the field, put the tractor out there, go see the lady down the road.
That's pretty close to that, Jay. Pretty close.
Right there,
Yeah.
plowing. All right, well, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have what? Is it a flexible drive shaft? It looks like you're pulling a trailer, but obviously you're not. But is it a flexible drive shaft, or is it?
It's a flexible up and down, forward and aft, and also side to side. You get 26 degrees of oscillation from the front to the rear of the tractor.
Right.
So the tracks will stay on the surface all the time, so you'll never lose any traction. And what we have unique to a Steiger tractor is called tri-point oscillation. In tri-point oscillation, you think of the strongest geometric shape,
Right.
circle, square, or triangle.
Right.
So it's a triangle. So in the steel chassis back here, we have a 7-foot bar that wells into the back of the tank and then connects down back underneath the bottom of the cab. So you have a perfect triangle. And then the dynamics will push the weight from the rear of the tractor down on the front tracks. So you got full traction all the time. You don't get any slippage. So the drivers on the front are pulling the same load as the tracks on the rear. Jim.
So it's not 4-wheel drive, 4-unit drive, for lack of a better word. Okay. Is it 4-unit steering as well, or you just steer with the front?
Just steer with, actually steers in the center of the tractor, so it's articulated. You have 2 cylinders, steering cylinders down below in the Steiger tractor,
Okay.
and it will articulate. That's what the steering. So
Okay. So if I'm going down the road and I want to make a left turn, does this move first? Does the front move first?
move equally at the same
Oh,
time.
you move at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
And obviously, the whole power assist, you can probably do it like that.
Right, correct.
Okay,
Yep.
wow.
Full power steering. Yep.
And how many gallon tank? What's your gas tank hold?
470 gallons of diesel, enough to run you an 18-hour day.
Wow,
Yep,
okay,
yep.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're burning how much fuel an hour?
Depending on the load, you can burn anywhere from 26 to 31 gallon an hour.
Wow, okay.
Yep. So you're using all the horsepower available.
Okay, and I love the exhaust system. It looks like something from Mr. Magoo or the Wizard of Oz. It just looks like some dun dun dun. I know there's something about it. I can't figure out why it makes me smile, but it must look like that for a purpose, because the rest of it appears sort of styled, whereas that looks totally utilitarian. What is happening in there? Is it for emissions? Is it reburning the fuel? What is it doing?
Yep. So it's completely emission certified. So we can run it here in California, meet all the emissions for Tier 4 final. And what it does is it's a selective catalytic reduction canister.
Right.
So all the things to reduce the particulate filter, particles, and nitrous oxides are done in that filter. The engine is basically a Tier 2 engine.
Right.
So it runs at full top dead center all the time. And you love this, it eliminates the cooled EGR valves. You don't recirculate the unburnt fuel
Oh, I
down in
see,
the
okay.
crankcase. So you almost got cleaner air coming out the exhaust than you got coming in the air intake.
So how does this filter? Is it I don't imagine it's paper. Is it like urethra or some fluid that it uses?
It's actually got metals in it that purify and have a filter process in it with the SCR technology. So it'll take the diesel fuel, inject urea, DEF fluid into the system with the fuel.
Meet Azeron, a game-changing keypad made specifically for you.
It essentially replaces my keyboard.
I actually found it incredibly easy to use.
Good kill.
It's
Favors the reason it's doing bad, or favors the reason it's doing good?
I was hoping for some kind of reaction out of favor, but no.
Well,
They must be watching
you got to let
TikTok.
us know. You got to let us know which one you're saying there. Is it favors the reason that it's doing good, or favors the reason it's doing bad?
I was gonna say the reason it sounds like a call center.
But that's true too.
Thank
Favor,
you,
can
please call
Favor,
again.
can you do us a favor? We need you to say, "Hi, this is Favor Farming. I'm calling about your car's extended warranty."
Alex, beep you.
Bless you. Just in case. Now it's time to export it. And if you believe in God, don't matter. Just make sure that Giant's engine works.
I was about
King
ready
on.
to say this is where we start praying, right?
No, no. It's saying this from a news story that was about a plane crash, but the reporter got the name of the people way too long. It became a meme for a long time. There it is. Okay. William Rhodes, thank you for that. So that's very useful. Now 3.86 megabytes.
Oh my God, I read Gabe. Oh, wow, words, Alex. Here we go again. I read. Gosh, never mind. Move on.
Alex, that
I
was
know
an
what
A
you
for
was-
effort. That was an A for effort.
Can somebody please say what I'm trying to say?
You thought it was a toy instead of Ditto.
Yes, Gavin Davis. I read his message totally wrong. I need to go to bed. I didn't get a nap today, David. That's what the problem is.
Well, go get a nap.
Well, no, you're streaming, so I need to actually get my money's worth and watch the stream.
Fair enough. Now we're going to add the materialization, and now this is now that's real. I'm gonna open Substance Painter because I'm gonna need the normals for it, and I haven't exported them without the wasted thing that only the members have seen. Now we're
David,
gonna-
I gotta interrupt you one more time. This is well worth saying.
Okay.
Scott Rutland. Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm sitting around with my real life friends making fun of each other.
Scott, that's exactly the idea. Even though, and that happened to us when we did the first meetup. I mean, you don't know how you are going to react because you're meeting people that you know from a long time, but you never seen. You never. I mean, Alex was excited to touch me. It's crazy, but you never know how that's gonna go.
Biscuit's the one that
He's a big
violated
fella,
David.
and you don't know how that's gonna go. And in all honesty, it was the most natural thing ever. We just saw each other, and it was awesome. It was awesome. We were all friends already. So
The
it
only
was
awkward stage was we were all worried that David was going to kidnap us and take us back to Mexico.
I saw a very nice picture of you and your wife standing next to a barn today.
Yeah, they helped me out. Like literally, David, all your Padawans really helped me out today. It was awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Today?
So, Very nice. Back. Fun of each other.
Scott, that's exactly the idea. Even though, and that happened to us when we did the first meetup. I mean, you don't know how you are going to react because you're meeting people that you know from a long time, but you never seen. You never. I mean, Alex was excited to touch me. It's crazy, but you never know.
Once you meet with a TurboTax expert who will do your taxes for you, you're free to do not taxes.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, honey. What's all this?
I had McDonald's money.
Oh.
Get any two favorites like 10-piece chicken McNuggets and a Quarter Pounder with cheese for just $6 right now at McDonald's.
Hey guys, Lazy Modding here with yet another modding tutorial to add to your collection. So today we're going to go over the basics of color ID using the basic cube to start off with. So open Blender, most time it doesn't matter what version you're on. So we're going to go to general and we're just going to get this cube. It starts out as a 2 meter by 2 meter by 2 meter. For this tutorial I don't really care what the units are. We're just going to use what we have right now. So we have this cube. It's a cube. So the first thing we're going to go do is go in UV, unwrap it. If you watched the previous tutorial, you kind of know how to do this. If you didn't, well, you're about to see it again. So up here at the top, you'll originally start in this layout. If you go to UV editing, it will bring you to this 2 pane setout. So this is what your mesh looks like on a 2D layout. So a pane that has all your meshes. So there's six different panels on this cube. So there's 6 different faces on this UV. So now we have that set up. You can go to UV, and we're going to go to Smart UV Project. We're going to keep the angle limit of 66 on here. Islands margin, we're going to go to 0.001. And then area weight, we're going to keep the same correct aspect. You're going to want to keep that engaged. And we're just not going to worry about scale to bounds. So we're going to hit OK. And as you can see, it kind of edited the layout of our faces over here on the UV viewers. So now we have that done. The next thing that we're going to do is actually, I'm just going to make another UV map. For some reason, when it comes to FS, you can almost always do 2 UV maps and be okay. Because there's some shaders that require you to have 2 UV maps, and I have seen that when it comes to like painting with vertex paint and stuff, 2 UV maps seem to work a little bit better than just 1. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to just hit you're going to go to your object data properties, and depending on what tab's open, you're going to want to find your UV and make sure it's open so you drop down. So you'll have UV map here, and then we're going to go here and hit this plus. So then that's going to make a secondary UV map that you can follow along with. And so that basically just creates 2 of the same thing. In certain sense, we will make them different, but today we're just going to have the same UV maps. So now that we have that done, the next thing we need to do is to add some vertex paint to this cube. So to do that, we're going to go to our texture paint workspace, and it kind of looks like our UV map. If you look, you can kind of see the square here, and when it first gets in here, you're going to be in texture paint mode. And that's not what we want. We want vertex paint. So go up here to your drop down, and you can select vertex paint, and it will change it up a little bit. It'll say vertex paint, and then so we're gonna paint faces, and then our first color we're gonna do, we'll start with blue. So we're actually going to go here and we're going to tab into our edit mode by hitting the tab button, and it's going to bring up our edit mode, and we're going to select this face. So now whenever you go out of it, now you can go to paint, set vertex colors, and it will automatically paint the face you had selected. So we're going to have 6 different colors because we're going to put 6 different materials on this. So now we need to go and we're going to do, we'll go with a light blue. I think that should work. So then we're going to go back into edit mode again, and we're going to select this face. Tab back out, paint, or you can do Shift K, and it will paint that face as well. So now we're got that face done. Let's go to this face. For this one, we'll go with a brighter green. Shift K again to paint. So now we're 3 out of the 6 faces done. So I might. And now your cube is a multicolored deal. So don't get this wrong with material colors. We are all still under this one material here, just one. And to prove that, you can see we just have one in here. And for this tutorial, we're just going to call this material anyway. It will work for what we are doing. So now that we have that done, we're going to go and make sure that we edge or auto smooth this. That way, so then in the game, when we can load this up, it will automatically be auto smooth and we don't have to worry about it. So now that we have this done, we're going to go and export a i3D out. Go modding. Files are not in order in here. So tutorial folder. I haven't created one yet. So we're going to go with basic substance painter. Yeah, that works. And we're just going to go to, let's save it in here. So we're going to go cube i3D. We're only going to want to export the cube, so export needs to be selected to selected object. Now remember, you need the i3D exporter to be able to do this. That's where I went up here, was to File, Export i3D. And we're going to keep everything how it is. So export i3D, boom, it exported. Next thing we need to do is export out a FBX file so we can actually substance paint this thing. So we're going to go back up to File, we're going to export, then we're going to go to FBX, then we're just going to go right back to where we were. So tutorial folder basic, and we'll just name this cube.fbx. So FBX is kind of like an OBJ file. I've had better luck with it rendering right as an FBX versus an OBJ. I don't think there's necessarily a big difference. I just have had better luck. That's just me. So we're going to export that as an FBX. And now when we go to our folders, this big screen, tutorial folder, basic substance painter, you can see that we have cube.fbx, cube.i3d, and the cube export log. So now we are ready for substance painting. So now we have exported out our i3d in our cube. Now we're going to go open Substance Painter. If you don't have Substance Painter, I definitely recommend getting it if you're going to be doing a lot of modding and custom dirt maps and stuff like that. It just makes life easier. Yes, it's expensive, but there's been a few cases to where you can get like a lifetime license of it. And if you are going to be doing a lot of heavy modding, I do believe Substance Painter is worth it. So
Showing up on the
So we're going to go here and we're going to open basically a new file. So you can go Control N. Should go Control N. Control N. There it is. Or you can go to File up here at the top and go New. Either way, will load it in. There'll be another video coming out how to load all these presets and stuff into Giants Editor. Right now, there are other videos out for it. That's how come that's not such a priority for me to do, but I will get around to it eventually. So we're just going to leave that Giants 8 engine. We're going to go here and select our cube.fbx from our tutorial folder. So now that's loaded in. We're going to leave this document resolution at 2048 by 2048, and the rest of the settings can remain the same. So we're going to hit OK, and it's going to import our cube into Substance Painter. So now we're going to hit OK, and it's going to import our cube into Substance Painter. So now we have all this done. The next thing we need to do is to go and bake our mesh. So to open the bake menu, you can go Control-Shift-B, or if you don't know the key bind, you can go to Edit and Bake Mesh Maps. And we're going to take this up to a 4K output size texture. So this is not the size of the textures that they will be exported out as. This is just the size of the textures that they're going to be rendered at. So higher the size that you can render at, more quality that you could get out of it. It will still be exported as a 2048 by 2048 texture like we set when we imported the cube. This just helps with like all your spec maps and normal maps and stuff like that. So we're going to go to dilation width, and we're going to go down to 1. And then under high definition meshes, we're going to go and we're going to upload our cube.fbx, even though it's not that high of a definition. Everything on this page is good to go. Just make sure we do have everything checked that we need. So we have world space normal checked, ID checked, ambient occlusion checked, curvature checked, position checked, and thickness checked. We do need to go to our ID map though and change this from material color to vertex color. So since we went in and vertex painted this mesh without having to make several different materials, as that will help speed the process up in the long run, basically it's just going to pull the vertex colors instead of a material color. You can do it both ways. I just recommend doing the vertex way, as I've had better luck doing it that way. So now that all that's set, we can go to bake selected textures. It's going to go through and it's going to bake all these different IDs. You've seen it flash there real quick of the material map. So now that that's loaded, we can go and make sure that our color ID map worked. And if you look over here, it did, because we have the green, the yellow, the orange, the red, the light blue, and the dark blue on your ID map. So now when we go to, let's put some carbon fiber on something. So we're going to go and pull carbon fiber. We're going to hit Control, and we're going to drop it on our orange mesh. And now, as you can see, that texture is only on the orange, and it doesn't affect any of the other faces that are different quote-unquote materials on this mesh. So yeah, so we'll go with, we'll make this one here, we'll go with leather on yellow here. So now we have like two different kind of materials on here. Let's see what else there is. We will go and make one of these concrete. So once again, just remember to go and hit Control to do this. Most time you'll hit Control after you select it. I was having issues there apparently doing that, but we're going to drop it on this blue face on top. So now you can see, now we have our concrete on top. So that leaves 3 faces for us to mess with. So on this face, let's go with some wood, plain wood here. So grab the texture, Control, drop it on our lighter blue, and now we have like a wood grain texture on it as well. On this face, we'll go with like a plastic grid. So we haven't done plastic yet. So we'll drop that there. Boom. Plastic grid. And on this bottom side, we'll go with some. And we're going to take this file and we're just going to run it to our modding or tutorial folder, basic substance painter. And we're just going to go new folder, textures. Double click that so it loads it in as our folder. Select folder. Now it's routed to our that. Output template, when you import all the Giants stuff, you will have the Giants export and imports. So we're just going to go Giants Engine 8 asset. Even though we put 2 UVs on this, we do not need to activate the second UV. We just need the basic asset one. And most of the rest of this you can just leave as it is. Just to make sure everything is loading right. You have material diffuse, material normal, material spec. They all will be PNG files at 248 pixels by 248 pixels. And we'll go to export. They are all exported out. We'll go back to our basic substance painter folder here, and we'll double click on cube.i3d. So that's going to load up Giants Editor, and we're just going to kind of just zoom in here. And you know, we still got our basic cube here. And as you can see, it already's got the material assigned. Once again, only one material on it, so now we're golden. So basically what our diffuse map will be this albedo map, gloss map, and normal map. But there's just a few other things that we could possibly do. Giants does have a texture tool that you can use, and that's what we're going to actually use to convert our textures over to a DDS textures instead of having to let Giants do it, and then you have to go sometimes back in and have to add on certain properties to these textures. So I opened up the texture window. We'll just make these full screen because why not? I opened up our texture files over here, and as you can see, they're all loaded up. All of them kind of have different things going on, and then we downloaded our texture tool that you can get from the Giants Developers Network, and I just have it unzipped into my modding folder, so I can just load it up real quick. And we're going to find texturetool.exe. This is going to be the file, but you don't necessarily open it. So you go over here and we'll just drag and select all 3 of our texture files, so diffuse, normal, spec, map, etc. And we're just going to drag those over onto the top of our texturetool.exe. And we're going to load it, and we have this basically command window that pops up that says performing 3 texture conversions, thread count 15, conversion process, and it just tells you what it's changing all these textures to. So now we have DDS files. And when it's done, it will say operation completed with no errors. Boom, you're done. You have all these files that should have the proper properties on them, so you don't have to go back into GIMP or Paint.net and add those properties later when the Giants engine gets mad at you. So now that we have that loaded, we're going to go to our albedo map, and we're going to hit those 3 red dots to import a new map. So now we open up this this window. It's labeled diffuse map. I don't know why we can't just call everything diffuse, but we just don't. So you'll go and hit these 3 dots again, and it will open up a window, a file explorer, and we're just going to go down to our tutorial folder, basic substance painter textures, and we're going to load in our material underscore diffuse.tds file. We're going to import that in, and as you can see, it's all loaded up in here, and we're going to hit OK. So now you can see we have all those different textures that are now on this, but they still look a little bland. So what we're going to do next is we're going to import our spec map over the top of this. So spec map is also our gloss map. So when people refer to a spec map, they're talking about this gloss map. So we'll go hit in our 3 dots again. Now it says gloss map. Go to your 3 dots,
and we're going to load in material underscore specular map .dds. We'll load that in. Boom, it's there. Hit OK. So that didn't really do too much. There wasn't a whole lot of depth data on the spec map. Yeah, 3 dots, and we're going to load in material dots again. Now it says gloss map. Go to your 3 dots, and we're going to load in material underscore specular map gloss map. So use those 3 red dots, and so you have all these files. Conversions, thread count 15, conversion process, and it just tells you what it's changing all these textures to. So now we have DDS files, and when it's done, it will say operation completed with no error. Boom, you're done. You have all these files that should have the proper properties on them, so you don't have to go back into GIMP or Paint.net and add those properties later when the Giants engine gets mad at you. So now that we have that loaded, we're going to go to our Albedo map, and we're going to hit those 3 red dots to import a new map. So now we open up this this window. It's labeled diffuse map. I don't know why we can't just call everything diffuse, but we just don't. So you'll go and hit these 3 dots again, and it will open up a window, a file explorer, and we're just going to go down to our tutorial folder, basic substance painter textures, and we're going to load in our material underscore diffuse.tds file. We're going to import that in, and as you can see, it's all loaded up in here, and we're going to hit OK. So now you can see we have all those different textures that are now on this, but they still look a little bland. So what we're going to do next is we're going to import our spec map over the top of this. So spec map is also our gloss map. So when people refer to a spec map, they're talking about this gloss map. So we'll go hit in our 3 dots again. Now it says gloss map. Go to your 3 dots, and we're going to load in material underscore specular map .dds. We'll load that in. Boom, it's there. Hit OK. So that didn't really do too much. There wasn't a whole lot of depth data on the spec map, as that's more for like dirt, etc. Now where we will really start getting some looks at the textures are when we go and import our normal map. So we're going to go down in normal map, hit those 3 dots, hit those 3 dots on the normal map window, and we're going to import material underscore normal.dds, and we're going to hit OK. You might get this thing if depending on how you export it out of Giants or out of Blender, whether you're using the community add-on or the Giants i3D editor add-on. Most time the Giants one will automatically tick the tangent, the other one won't, but that is a simple fix. So if you have this issue, your cube will disappear real quick, but if you go to shape and then go find tangents and click it, your cube will come back to life. So now we have a really cool looking cube with different materials on it for sure. I kind of brought a light here so you guys can kind of like see just like the different textures on it and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so hopefully this video helps you guys out a little bit on kind of how to do that. There's your, which of course, yeah, remember that is like 1 inch of wood that's strained over 2 meters. So it's a little rough, but it works. So, but yeah, so that is going to be a wrap on how to apply different textures within Substance Painter to one material on an object. So that's about it on this video. So if you guys have any ideas on other videos you'd like, make sure to drop those in the comment section as I do look at that. And yeah, so we'll be streaming a lot here over the last few days, and we're going to keep trying to keep that up. So if you guys see a stream, make sure to hop in and say hello. It really does mean a lot when you guys say how much these tutorials helped, as that's really my goal. I hate having people's creativity locked up behind a paywall or something where they just cannot learn how to do stuff. I just think that's wrong. It's hard to learn how to do some proper stuff in FS. I will say that. So That's the whole goal here, is we're going to try to change that
Oops, guys, I've been muted. I don't know how. I thought I unmuted, but I guess I didn't. But, guys, I'm about to be ending this stream right here. New, yep, and here, main body, yep. Alright. See if it works. Huh. Alright. Here. Bake mesh. Bake. Then we turn here. Then here. No. Why? I think Giant messed up something with that. Huh. UV. You know what? Here. Rotate. And that even fits. Why is it like that here? Huh. Okay, that's a lot better. Huh. For some reason I can't fix that. But I got this working, right? But it's alright. So guys, I'm going to end this live stream here. I'm going to try export a base game truck into Blender and see if I can make that work into this game. If so, I'll see